Hey there, my name is Liza, and welcome to your sacred space, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. We just hit 10,000 subscribers, so that means a lot. It was my goal for 2025 to really focus more on YouTube as well as Insight Timer. A lot of you guys know me from Insight Timer, but if you just know me from YouTube, you can check out a lot of my meditations and things there. It's an amazing platform with a library of free meditations from some amazing teachers and wellness leaders all around the world. So I really, really thank you guys for supporting me on this journey. Happy New Year. We are diving into a practice, getting into the core as well as the hips for our seasonal affective disorder. There it is. I almost said SADS, but SAD. This is to manifest motivation during the winter months, especially if you're dealing with seasonal affective disorder. Seasonal affective disorder, as my nose runs, it usually happens when it's really, really cold, like, and your nose starts to run and you're like, I just want to stay in bed and I just want to cuddle with my pets or my loved ones with Netflix, and my goals and my aspirations seem right now almost so far out of reach. This video is all about taking that first step forward. The first step is always the hardest step, specifically when you feel, and for those of you who experience depression or anxiety, it can be very, very mind numbing and immobilizing. The idea of even brushing your teeth or doing your hair or talking to a friend or going on a date or posting that video or having that conversation or going to that job interview seems like a giant summit that one needs to climb in the present moment. But for this yoga and / meditation, I want us to visualize our why. Our why grounds us down into why we are going on the journey to begin with. Why am I brushing my teeth? Well, because I want to have healthy pearly whites and because I think I deserve good dental hygiene. That's like a simple example. Why am I with you guys here today? There was a 16-year-old girl who fell in love with yoga and it changed her life. That was me. And if you can reach someone where this practice can really help change your life for the better, help give you the tools to manifest the life you want to cultivate, whether it's a new chapter for you or something that you've been aiming for a really long time. This practice is meant to tell you that you have this, you got this. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and remember your why. So with that, let's go ahead and come on into our comfortable seated position, whatever that is for us today. And as you ground down into this position, I'm coming to seated. Let's visualize the why of something you're trying to get hyped for or motivated for. A marathon you're training for, a financial goal, a person you're trying or people you're trying to invite into your life, a home you're trying to create, or just an energy you wish to bring out into the world, an energy you wish to embody. And take a nice big deep inhale through the nose. And a loud sigh out. Sigh everything go. Sigh everything go. Let everything go in a sigh. But yes, sigh everything go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sigh everything go. Let everything go. Inhaling through the nose. Sighing everything away. Last big deep inhale. And exhale. Breathing naturally and taking a moment to remember your why for your day. Maybe it's to live fully, to aim for something, to dare to do something, or just to live a little more presently. What is your why? And in this beautiful space, because sound can really help us let out emotions, feel free to join me in an Om. Om is the universal sound of peace, also known to be the sound of the universe that it makes when no one's listening. But let us take a moment to either join or simply listen to the sound of Om. Taking a nice big deep inhale for Om. Breathing in, letting go. All right, let's go ahead and begin with a little bit of shaking out the hands. We're going to move from subtle movements to just wake the body up to get us a little bit aware and present. Roll the shoulders, move the upper body. And from here, inhale the arms up. Interlace fingers, press the palms on up towards the ceiling and bend up and over to the left. Inhale back through center. And bend up and over to the right. And just continue in that tick-tock movement. I cannot tell you how many times I come to my yoga mat and I'm like with a hoodie and I'm just like, I'm not here for today. What is my why? Why am I doing this? Because it makes me feel good, because it brings me into alignment with the real parts of who I am, or the authentic parts of who I am, because it's great for my health, because it's great for my mind. That's the biggest why. It's great for my mind. Yoga can be so great for the mind. And if I can gift that to you, that's great. Also, as a teacher, I need to keep my practice sharp for you guys. So let's take another one cycle, one breath, inhaling over to the left and exhaling over to the right and releasing the hands onto the knees. Let's go ahead, send the heart forward, rounding over to the right, sending the heart back and rounding over to the left. We're just gonna warm up the upper body a little before we dive on into a little bit of core work and some hip openers. Manifesting this motivation, thinking of your why. It's like a witch's brew. For those who are getting into my more witchy stuff, the astrology, the tarot cards, and you're also part of my yoga, welcome. But it's like we're mixing our witch's brew. Let's take it into the opposite side. Inhaling, sending the heart forward to the left, back, and to the right. This is a yoga class. It's called a mini yoga class, one of my teachers once said, at the Integral Yoga Institute in New York City when I took a training there. They said that this is like a little yoga class. So even if you have those days where it's hard for you to stand, we worked with a lot of people where those days were hard. It was, they were working with, sometimes you have a diagnosis that the reality is those days will be hard for you to stand. So if you need to just sit for a little bit and do a little Sufi circles, that's like a mini yoga class. Bring the spine in all four directions. Last circle here, breathing on in. And exhale, slowly coming back to center, pressing into your left knee, and then see if you can twist on over to the right. Ooh, beautiful twist. Inhaling back through center. And exhaling, pressing into the right knee, twisting on over to the left. Phew, bless me, twisting on over to the left. And back to center. I am allergic to dust, and I just sweep to get a nice clean space, so my nose is running. If you're allergic to dust, let me know in the comments. Grounding down through the fingertips and coming onto the hands and knees for your tabletop position. Sending the index fingers forward, firming the forearms in towards one another, drawing the navel on in, curling the toes under, and coming to sit onto the heels of the feet, and then skimming the nose over the mat, scooping the heart through the window of the arms, and then go ahead, round in the upper back, chin comes towards the chest, come to send the sit bones towards the heels, and then use your arms to scoop the heart on through, inhaling and exhaling. And moving in a way that feels really good, moving at your own pace. You have this. This is about the time where you're moving and you're like, what am I doing? Why am I here? But you are here with me because of why. Your why. Go back to your why. Because it feels good, because you're waking up, because you're manifesting that motivation to really blossom, to bloom into your authentic self, into the life you deserve, because you're worthy of it. Last 2 breaths, inhaling and exhale. Last big deep inhale here, and exhale, slowly coming back through center, pressing the floor away, making sure that the knees are directly underneath the hips. Go ahead, reach the right heel on back, and then bend the right knee, send it in towards that right elbow. And then reach the right foot on back. And then draw the right knee in towards the chest, knee towards nose. And then reach it on back again. If you need to use your blocks, then feel free to pause the video and go get them. Feel free to place the blocks directly underneath the hands. That takes a little bit of pressure off of the wrists. And feel free to do the same thing, sending the right knee towards the elbow. Inhale. And then knee comes in towards the chest, round in the upper back. And we're going from there. So let's do that 3 more times, 5 on each side. So inhaling, exhale, right knee towards the elbow. Inhale. And right knee towards the chest, round in upper back, chin towards chest. Inhale. Right knee to the elbow. Inhale. Go ahead, right knee in towards the chest, round. And last time. Inhaling. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead, reach the right heel on back. Press the right foot onto the yoga mat. Heel, or I should say spin the right heel down to the yoga mat. Send the left hand to center. Left wrist directly underneath the shoulder. The left knee will kind of open up like a kickstand as we open up in the hips, reaching the right hand on up. Can you use your obliques to rise? Sending the right hand over to the right leg as you sweep the left arm up and over. Inhaling. And exhale. Last time, breathing in. And exhale, sending the left hand up and over and windmill the hands on down. Let's take this into the opposite side. So sending the left foot on back, pressing the floor away. From here, go ahead, draw the knee in towards the elbow. Inhale. And then knee comes in towards the heart space, round and upper back. Inhaling. Knee towards the elbow. We're feeling it in our hips and core. Breathing in. Knee to chest. 3 more times. Inhale. Knee to elbow. Inhale.
Knee to chest, press the floor away, round, create an archway with the arms. Inhaling, knee to elbow. Inhale, knee to chest, round. Breathing in, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, knee to chest, round. Beautiful. Reach the left foot on back, ground down through the ball of the left foot, and then spin that left heel on down. Send the right hand to center. The right foot will naturally open up like a kickstand. From here, can you use your obliques, that balance, and feel free to use your block even underneath that right hand to slowly come on up, sending the left hand to the left leg, reaching the right hand up and over, and then sending the right hand on down, reaching left arm up and over, and then inhaling, sending left hand on down, reaching right hand up and over. Inhaling, left hand reaches, right hand down. And exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches up and over. Windmill the hands on down. Beautiful. Take a child's pose really quick. Take a moment to ground down. Remember, it's the winter time. We need a little bit more time to warm up. And that doesn't mean just the body, that also means the mind as well. So breathe. You don't have to be perfect in this flow. You don't have to have everything you desire. Come as you are, knowing that this is enough. This is exactly where you need to be. Take it slow. Take it angry. Take it happy. But come authentically and manifest motivation from this place, that warrior spirit. All right, let's get into it. Take a nice big deep inhale. Sigh out through the mouth. Exhale. Beautiful. Ground down through the fingertips. Press into the hands and feet. Lift the hips up nice and high. Come into your first downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the legs. Bending through one leg, reaching through opposite heel. Take it easy as you pedal out the legs. Really spreading through the shoulder blades, drawing the navel on in, reaching the heels of the feet on down. 2 more breath cycles of pedaling out the legs. It's like you're walking your dog. You're creating that internal heat, that internal hearth, that internal passion and fire. Last big deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead, find stillness in downward dog. Draw the navel on in, reach the hips up nice and high as you reach the heels on down. Really spread through shoulder blades and collarbones, like you're smiling the upper body away from center. Gazing between the hands. From here, go ahead, walk the feet towards the hands, coming into forward fold at the front of the yoga mat. See if you can bring the feet hips distance apart. Bend the knees generously. And this is my favorite thing to do to just kind of get me motivated. So as we ground down through the heels of the feet, bend the knees, we're going to come into Utkatasana chair pose. So see if you can really ground down through the heels of the feet, draw the navel on in. Can you peel the belly away from the legs? And it's almost like if we want to splay out the rib cage, we're going to hug the rib cage on in, really send the tailbone on down towards the earth, reach the hands on up, and exhale, fold forward. We're going to do that again. Inhale, Utkatasana, bending on into the knees, coming into that imaginary chair. And exhale. 3 more times. Inhaling. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Take your time. Breathing in here. Last time. Exhale, fold forward. Sway the head, yes. Sway the head, no. Blubber the lips, release the jaw. Bring feet hips distance apart again. Shake it on out from side to side. Sway, shake it. Sway like palm trees in a summer breeze or evergreens in a winter's breeze. Ground down through the heels of the feet. Stack vertebrae on top of vertebrae. You may be feeling a little bit warmer. I hope you are. Roll shoulders up towards the ears, back, down, and forward. Inhale with me. And exhale, sigh out. Let it out. This is actually a very therapeutic way to make sound. It can be so therapeutic when you're working through emotions. A lot of the times with seasonal affective disorder, there's so many emotions. Feel free to find stillness. So many emotions that cloud that part of the decision-making part of the brain, the cognitive part of the brain, the organizer, the planner, the doer. So hard. So feel free to breathe, move in any way that feels good. This is your time, your sacred space. Let's get into the hips a little. Bring the big toes together. Allow there to be a slight separation between the heels. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the ceiling, reaching the hands on up. And exhale, swan dive, all the way on down, forward fold. From here, inhale, slide the hands towards the knees for a flat back. And on an exhale, go ahead, release, step back into plank pose. Press the floor away, make sound. I know this is always the challenging one. Feel free to bring the hips high. Or I should say, do not bring the hips too high or too low. Find that sit bone heel connection. A lot of the times we want to bring the hips high because it kind of like, I don't want to feel my core. I want you to actually find that sit bone heel connection. Feel your navel hugging on in. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, release the knees. Slowly lower heart and chin down towards the yoga mat. Ashtanga Namaskar. And then inhale, using your hands just like we did earlier. See if you can send the belly and the pelvis on down as we rise through head, neck, and chest. Bring the tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, curl toes under, press up and back. Downward facing dog. From here, send the left hand to center, or I should say left foot to center. Sweep the right foot on up in three-legged dog. It doesn't have to come up too high. Just see if you can lift it as high as possible off the yoga mat. Then see if we can draw the knee in towards the nose. Now, if you wish to go back to that variation of bringing the right knee on down, pivoting the left foot on down, sending the right hand directly underneath the shoulder, and coming into this variation of side plank, Plakasana, you can do that. But I challenge you, maybe we draw the knee on in, and then we send the right knee over towards that left elbow, straightening that right leg, and then lifting the hips up nice and high, sending the left hand on up, up, up. Inhale. Exhale, send the left hand on down, reaching the right foot up and back. And release. Great work. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. You can step, maybe even bunny hop it on forward. Release. Forward fold. Let's go ahead, inhale. Slide the hands towards the knees for a flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Really ground down through the heels of the feet. Inhale, sweep the fingertips on up. Exhale, come to standing. Gentle baby back bend. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Step back into plank. You're more than halfway there. Inhaling, press the floor away. Exhale. Last big deep inhale. And exhale to really draw navel and rib cage on in. and release the knees. Slowly lower the heart and chin on down. And inhale, come into baby cobra, lowering pelvis in the belly, rising through head, neck, and chest. Bring the tops of the feet to the floor. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, curl toes under, press up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs, breathe. You're more than halfway done. You got this. Take a nice big deep inhale. And exhale. This time, send the right foot to center. Sweep the left foot as high as you can get it. And again, feel free to do the modified version. As you draw the knee on in towards the chest, you can bring the left knee on down, send the left hand to center, pivot the right foot, reach the right hand nice and high, or try it with me. Draw the knee in, and then see if you can send the left hand to center, reach the left foot on out, rise. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, release. Great work. Sweep the left foot on up nice and high. This time, release the left foot on down. Gaze between the hands. Step or hop the hands on forward. Let's finish up this round. Ground down through the heels of the feet. Inhale, slide the hands towards the knees for a flat back, or come up onto your fingertips for your flat back. And on an exhale, release into forward fold, bend the knees. Can you find your chair pose? Think about your why. It's almost like you're embodying this why in your chair pose, feeling yourself here, strong, grounding down with me. Fight, make sound if you need to. Inhale, exhale, sigh out. Great work. Go ahead, come to standing. Gentle baby back bend. Swan dive all the way on down. Sway the head, yes. And sway the head, no. And from here, slowly come to sit. It's a lot. But you did it, you got it. So that was the heat part. That was to warm the body up. I want you to feel really, really good. Nimble. It's like, okay, I'm moving, I got the blood flowing. From here, let's go ahead and get into some hip openers. Forward folds are my favorite for seasonal affective disorder because it allows you to fold into what you're feeling, to fold into the present moment. We're not fighting against gravity anymore. We're letting ourselves work with gravity. So feel free to bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, rising and lengthening from tailbone to the crown of the head. And then on an exhale, allow yourself to go ahead and send the heart down towards the feet, chin towards the chest. Take a moment of pride. That was not an easy sequence, my friend. And if you follow me on this journey so far, you know I have my rough days, my hard days. There are days I don't want to come to the yoga mat. I will put in at the end of this video, if I can find it, there are times I want to even give up on this YouTube channel, that the idea of 10,000 subscribers or just creating or continuing to be able to sustain it honestly was a bit of a pipe dream. And what gave me motivation was you guys. So I am here to return that, whatever you dream, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you're trying to build the motivation for. Don't wait. Do it. You got this. This is your sign from the universe. You got this. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh out. Beautiful. Inhale to rise all the way on up. Let's take a wide-legged version this time. Bring the legs into a wide V shape. And maybe we can use our blocks, 1 or 2. I like to bring the blocks onto medium height and send my forearms on down. And I'm actually going to stay here. But for those of you who wish to go deeper, you can bring your legs as wide as it feels good. Inhaling and lengthening from tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale to fold. I suggest with these hip openers, we didn't go into a deep warm up. Yes, we got the blood going, so it's good, but go about 70%. And that's why I'm going to use these blocks. And it's a good metaphor for life. It's okay to go 70%. You're moving. That's amazing. Society doesn't give us enough credit for just moving, just trying. Feel free to flex the feet to protect those knees. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Ooh, should feel very good. Inhale, lengthen from tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale. Hold for about 4 more breath cycles. Inhale to rise. Exhale, send left hand onto the left leg. Sweep the right hand up and over. If the fingertips touch, amazing. If they don't, that's okay. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it up and over to the opposite side, reaching, lengthening, really pressing that left shoulder back or that top shoulder back. If you're going in different directions, it's all good. Sometimes I like to bring my right forearm on down. Ooh, but keep your left sit bone grounded. And again, go 70%. Last big deep inhale. Exhale, send that left hand behind the left leg. Sweep the right hand up and over, but it's like up and over, almost diagonal from your right foot. And then send the right hand on down and sweep the left arm up and over, diagonal, almost diagonal from your left foot. Inhale, bring both hands on up. Exhale to release. Let's lie down and go into happy baby and a twist. Yes. It's my kitty stretches. She's joining us more and more with these yoga classes as they are our routine. Hug the knees in towards the chest, and just like in Baddha Konasana, feel free to bring the soles of the feet together. And like you're opening up pages of a book, we're just gently opening up the knees, taking hold of the sides of the feet, the ankles, or behind the knees, and then drawing the knees in towards the earth, towards, some teachers say towards the armpits, I just say draw them in towards the earth, and then kick the heels on out. Hello. Scene stealer, always. Forever. Those of you who are meeting Lalita for the first time, she is like our mascot, our yoga mascot. Yes. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, send the soles of the feet together. Release the feet on down. From here, let's go ahead and scooch the hips over to the left and allow the knees to move on over to the right. Lalita tends to get super triggered, or maybe not, but what I like to do is I like to interlace fingers and send them up and over. Yes, downward cat, yes. And hopefully this made you giggle or smile. Especially with the winter months, I think we need laughs and giggles and smiles. I wish Christmas and New Year's lasted till March in New York.
Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring the knees back in through center, scooching the hips over to the right, and allowing the knees to come on over to the left. Maybe flipping one hand over the other if you had in the opposite direction. If you hear that wind, that is windy New York, January in New York. Inhale and exhale. Inviting in the picture of your why. Slowly bring the knees back to center. Coming into your Savasana, breathing into the belly in this Savasana. Hold on. And coming into Savasana, breathing into the belly and chest. As you inhale. And as you exhale, and I invite you to visualize your why. Why live for this day fully? I feel because you're worth it. Why go for your dreams? And if at any point you maybe get confused or think to yourself, I really haven't thought of the why. It can be your time to explore that. But it also comes down to you're worth living your fullest expression in any chapter of your life, in any way that is. You make the world better just by being in it. And that's not, something from a fortune cookie. That's genuinely how I feel. So trust that energy, my friends. You could stay here for as long as you wish. Releasing anything that doesn't serve you anymore with one big deep inhale. Gentle exhale.
Let it go into the earth. Let it become fertilizer for something new. And when you feel ready, or if you wish to close the practice with me, feel free to roll onto your side, taking a moment to thank yourself for all that you do, for all that you give, for all that you are. And press on up to your comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. Please feel free to continue to support the channel and community. Feel free to follow me on the journey, to share in the comments how you felt, of course to subscribe and join this beautiful community that is growing bit by bit. I thank you again for all that you are, for joining me. It's not easy, but you have done it, my friend. I will see you next time. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace, my friend. Namaste.